We are live.
Welcome to the Viral Cash Flow Secrets Podcast, your roadmap to unlocking viral trends and maximizing online profits. Join hosts Jenny Jackson, Lorraine Kamisha, and Jessica Jospeaks Digital from the Viral Profits Academy membership for actionable strategies on leveraging digital trends. It's time to monetize your clicks.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Viral Cash Flow Secrets Podcast, your guide to decoding viral trends and transforming online buzz into cash flow. I am your host, Jessica, and this is my amazing co-host, Lorraine. We have another co-host, Jenny, who is not here today, but she will be with us in other episodes. And we are the founders of the Viral Profits Academy. The link is in the description, so you can take a look at the Viral Profits Academy. Believe me, if you love what we are pushing out here on the podcast, you are going to love to be in the Viral Profits Academy because you get to speak with us in real time and hear our insights and also get some feedback on your content. So we teach entrepreneurs how to go viral and profit on social media inside the Viral Profits Academy. So once again, if you're interested in that, join us. The link is in the description there. So in this 15-minute episode, we'll explore the latest viral topics. We don't have a special guest this particular episode, but we're going to weigh in on topics and provide you all with actionable strategies for capitalizing on today's digital trends. And we'll also provide you with a couple of different tips to help you go viral and monetize your content. So without further ado, Lorraine, we're going to talk a little bit about TikTok's updates. They've made some major, I was going to say exciting, but they're not exciting updates.
Yeah, I'm going to go over some, the TikTok affiliate, the shops, banning you being, that's one, and we're going to get to that one. But let me just go over a few of them that might mean something to you. Okay. So there was like 8 of these updates. So this one will be good for shoppers. They have updated so that sellers must offer a method of shipping that costs less than $40. I can't imagine buying something on anywhere that costs shipping $40. But I know a lot of these products are coming from like overseas and stuff like that, yet and still I can't imagine paying $40 for anything. I'm not quite sure why that wouldn't be rolled into the price. It's something about seeing a number for the shipping that makes me just abandon my whole entire cart.
Right?
I've spent hours shopping before and then get to check out and see like $22 of shipping and be like, yeah, no, I'm good. And just close the whole transaction. Jessica, any thoughts on that one?
Right. No, absolutely. I think, you know what? It's a thing of this item costs this much, but then once you see that shipping, that's why I finished that sentence off. Yeah. Whole cart can just stay where it is if it costs too much to ship it, which is why we pay Amazon's like premiums and stuff, right? Because then we know it's already included, it's taken care of. So
right, that's weird to me.
I can't imagine that, but TikTok Shop does sell like desk and like couches and all this other stuff, so maybe that's what they're talking about for the $40.
Maybe, but I still don't understand. Even if it was a big old couch, why wouldn't we be putting that in the price? But I can see how that might be able to cut off some of the competitive, maybe not falsely, but driving traffic to your page as being like the discount leader or the lowest price, and then now you got $89 of shipping, so that kind of negates that. So, I mean, that could be a thing too. But the next one, the customer review policy has changed. They're saying that they have extended the time for customers to post reviews from 10 to 30 days. That's kind of weird too. Like 10 days you only got 10 days to post a review.
That is kind of strange. 30 days is a lot better, but I be honest with you, I don't think I've ever had a time where I'm like, oh, let me go review this item, So if the person themselves, the seller isn't pushing that, then they're not going to see a result anyway. So, but that's great that the seller now has more time to go ahead and encourage their consumers to do that.
Right. 10 days. That's short.
That is super short though. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. And I think that's probably about the last one that's going to be major for most people. There's some other ones on here that are like more business related. The fulfillment policy, that's probably an important one. Sellers will continue to have 3 business days to fulfill orders from now until May the 20th, because after the 20th, it will now be 2 business days. And and they will have a cutoff time at 11:59 p.m. from the seller's local time. So that's not even really a full 2 days, honestly, because depending on what time that order came in, you could potentially be working with a lot less time. And that's why when people are like, I've kind of established myself as somebody who is an expert in TikTok shop as an affiliate. So people come to me to get, how do I sell this? And how are you doing so well? And blah, 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 blah. But the question that people mostly ask, or some of them ask, is, well, what if I want to be a seller? Can you help me open up a shop? And I don't want to open up a shop with a 10-foot pole. I really don't, because I've heard some horror stories about people's accounts getting locked up and shut down, and people TikTok holding their money after they've got violations. Because a 2-day turnaround for shipping, if you're somebody who is not already shipping products and you don't already have your processes in place, can literally kill you. And if you go viral, and this is the viral cash flow secrets for a reason, I specialize in going viral. We specialize if you're doing some of the things that we're telling you to do, and you mess around, go viral, and you're a TikTok shop seller, or let's say you got affiliates that you've hired or you've connected with, and you connect with one of those ones that got 1 million followers or 200,000 followers or whatever, and they go viral. You got multiple people going viral at one time, and you wake up in the morning and you got thousands of orders. Are you going to be able to ship those out within that 2-day time period? Like, I'm not messing with it. That's not my ministry. I'm good.
Well, I know that they're in strict competition with Amazon. It kind of seems like they are like, who are our competitors? Let's see if we can wipe them out type of thing. Even though they're like on the like borderline of even being in existence themselves, they don't care. They're still going for the jugular, right?
Right.
That was so crazy. Because
And
when I went to look
from the
up,
same things.
right, I went to look up something for Amazon. What was that? Oh, digital products on Amazon. So I was just kind of Googling digital products on Amazon to see what came up. Amazon came up first directly, and I mean smack dab directly underneath it was TikTok, right? So I was like, oh, they are paying for those keywords. They are like, they coming for Amazon. They're really trying to come for Amazon. So if you look
Right.
at it, and if I'm going to, and I think a lot of folks have even said this, if I'm going to buy something on TikTok, why don't I just go to Amazon and purchase it? Because then I'll get it, immediately versus waiting. So they're looking at how do we cut that time as short as possible to get as much money as we can.
Right. But the crazy part is, once I realized that, things, when I started ordering stuff initially from the TikTok shop, I started realizing that Amazon was fulfilling a lot of the orders, the majority of the orders, so much so that when people were asking me, well, how do I get started with TikTok shop? I don't have any money, da, 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 da. I said, look around your house. The stuff that you have gotten from Amazon, 9 times out of 10, you can find it on TikTok shop as well. And there you go. Just promote that same product that you got from Amazon on TikTok shop. Of course, you got to make sure the brands and everything are the same and the model is the same and stuff like that, so you can avoid violations. But honestly, a lot of stuff is coming from Amazon anyway.
Right. And I mean, we had worked together on putting together a list of different products that we found around on the TikTok shop and putting that list together. And in putting that list together, you're right. A lot of the same things that we found that were on TikTok shop were also on Amazon. But it also makes me think in the early days when you were ordering from TikTok shop, if some of those folks were just going to Amazon, putting the information in, filling it there, and then shipping it from there, kind of makes me feel like that's similar to what was happening at the time, which I know they've probably shut down at this point, but
Pretty much. That's exactly what was going on.
interesting.
That's exactly what's going on. And that leads me to another thing. Okay. So here's a tip. So you guys make sure that y'all keep this in your back pocket, rewatch it if you have to. But that same content that you're posting on TikTok Shop, you can take it and go post it on Amazon as well. If you have a storefront or what have you, post it all over your social media, whatever you got to do. But those Amazon links work just as well as TikTok Shop. Matter of fact, in our next episode, we're going to be talking about Linktree and their new shop or store feature. And we'll be showing you guys how to set that up so that you can also start promoting your Amazon links on your social media pages as well.
Yes, because that, oof, look, I've got my little couple of dollars from there, and I'm like, okay, how do I increase this? Because it literally has come from me just utilizing Pinterest and an old thing I did with Beyonce back in the day. So I'm like, okay, if I were to take some time and just craft this out to be very strategic around things that are evergreen, I can continuously just have, Pinterest sending me traffic to go to those links. So yeah, right. Lorraine's right. You guys look at your Amazon. If you are not an Amazon affiliate as of yet, definitely check it out. Go sign up, do all the good things. Join our Viral Profits Academy. We'll show you exactly how to do that and how to get into the Amazon affiliates program, because it's a really great program that you can use over and over and over again. We have some insider information on different ways that you can utilize that program and maximize your payouts.
Right. So the one that we have been waiting for has been the creator eligibility policy change, okay? This states that they do not allow new official shop creators to access our TikTok Shop product affiliate marketplace. These creators can only promote products from the TikTok Shop that they are bound to through an official creator bind, okay? So translation, if you're one of those ones that were doing the workaround for, not having those 5K followers, and you were like, okay, we can just open up a shop and then we can connect the shop to our account and all that stuff. I'm not gonna go through that. But if you're one of those ones who did that whole workaround, it is no longer available, okay? And now it's official, because we had heard that people were getting shut down and that it wasn't working for certain people and stuff like that. Now it is officially official. You must have 5K followers in order to be a TikTok Shop affiliate. Now, y'all are probably like, okay, are there workarounds? Yes, there are. There's still workarounds. I'm the workaround queen. I'm always looking for a workaround, because I don't let my money don't stop till I say it stop. That's the type of person I am. So you can purchase accounts. I've purchased accounts myself. One thing I will say about purchasing an account, it probably doesn't matter how many followers it has or whatever, because once you get it and you start promoting on it, that content is going to be looking different from what that previous person was doing or whatnot. So, if you can find an account that's barely over 5K and your goal is just to be a TikTok Shop affiliate, just get the ones that are 5 to 10K. If you're doing other things with it though, and you need that credibility, you can buy them. I've seen accounts on sale with 220,000 followers and stuff like that. So that's a workaround. You can do that. Jessica, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I'm not with the workaround. I'm actually with obviously, if you got to do it, you got to do what you got to do. But if you can, and if you're at a place where you're just trying to be impatient, just be patient. Just go ahead and do the content that you need to put out there so you can get to your 5K. If you're in a different situation, different conversation. But if you guys are just hammer and put the content out there, that's what I'll say. There's duets, there's all kinds of different ways that you can boost it up and get there pretty fast. That's why we do this podcast. You can literally utilize the episodes that we've recorded before and get the views that you need to get by utilizing viral content. And we have the master of viral content here as a co-host here, Lorraine. And so she will tell you exactly what you need to do. So just listen to her. And as long as you're doing what she tells you to do, you'll be fine. Like I said, there are those instances where you got to use a workaround, and I get that. But I'm of the school of build it out yourself. And yeah, like Lorraine said, she liked to be the one to tell him when her money's gonna stop. I'm of the mindset of, oh, this is too hard. Where else? I'm bye.
No, see,
I'm off.
No, your girl was making 6 figures a month So, you know, I
Yeah,
get
so
put
she was
off
like,
real
bring
quick.
it back.
I'm not trying to, no, we need to get our little monies back quick, fast, and in a hurry. So I'm actually working both. I'm a person who has a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, and K. Okay, so
She's a very rare species. Let's put it that way.
so
The
yeah,
majority of us just gonna be like, okay, where else? Okay, fine, that's over. Where else I'm going? Because
I'm doing that too. And I'm doing that too. I'm like, I'm over here. Now I'm over here and over there and
and
right
over
here.
there.
Because I like to hedge, you know, just being in sales for so long. This is not something that is abnormal to me. Matter of fact, when we first started talking about TikTok Shop, we were like, hey, jump in now because they're going to change it and they're going to do this and going to do that. And you want to, you know, if you want to make some money real quick, get on in here. And that's just the mindset I have for hell, everything that I do. So yeah, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. But anyway, there are tons of workarounds, but I agree with Jessica. If this is your first, you know, you're just getting your feet wet, you're like thinking about, okay, TikTok Shop, maybe I could start making this a thing. Maybe you come from LTK or, you know, sales from somewhere else and you're like, okay, I want to establish something. Definitely just, you know, utilize the viral tips and do it that way.
Right. Any other updates that we have for Lord TikTok at all?
I'm sure there are more coming, but that is pretty much it. Those are relevant ones from now. I know everybody, you know, wanted to know more about that little workaround or the affiliate situation, but those are the major ones.
Yeah, and so now with that little workaround, if you are one of the folks that listened to us in the early days and got started and you're in there, mom's the word, keep on doing your thing until they say something, then we know no wiser, right? But if you didn't jump on it, then know that you just got to build it up and get started building it up. You know, put the work in to actually build this up. You know what I've realized, and I know we're coming to the end here. A lot of folks say they want to be content creators, but do you really? You know, you really gotta understand what that means.
It's work. You don't understand that it's work. Like I do this full time. I wake up in the morning. If I'm not thinking about content or planning content, I'm recording something. I'm doing a voiceover. Like it's hard work. Yesterday, I told you yesterday I fell. And I fell on my content making wrist right here. And I almost like, do I need to get my arm insured? Like, do I need to, you know how those football players or whatever, or karate people or have their arms and stuff insured? I'm like, wow, that is really,
But that's
my whole
real.
financial future flash before my eyes here.
That's real though. Like we're gonna have to come up with a robotic arm or something, right? Like put it up underneath there. Look, my hand ain't working. I'm gonna need you to go in there and do what I usually do.
There needs to be something because my fingers and my hands at this age of going on 40 in August, yes. At this age, I'm already like my hands do not move as fast as my mind does. So what's next?
Yeah, maybe we all start looking into that robotic arm, man. We need to start looking into it.
And I won't say anything else after this. But do you remember when Kim K was having that whole issue on their show where she was having arthritis in her hands and she was having these issues with her hand and she went to the doctor and they're like, because you're on your phone all the time. And they had to give her ways that she didn't have to be on her phone. Because I mean, back then she was, you know, she was in that era. Like now I think she's a hard worker when it comes to her content, but I think she's in that space that we're trying to move to where it's like not about the quantity, it's like strategic quality.
Mm-hmm.
And then she also has a team, so there's that. But back then that was really an issue for her. So that's the thing.
Oh, we need to look that up. We need to look that up and talk about that one.
We need to get that clip. We will do that. But
we'll get that clip and we'll play that one for you guys on the next one. All right. Well, that is it for this edition of the Viral Cash Flow Secrets podcast. Once again, I am your host, Jessica. I go by Joss Speaks Digital, and this is my amazing co-host, Lorraine. who goes by Lorraine Kamisha on all social media platforms. Thank you for tuning in to the Viral Cash Flow podcast. Remember to subscribe, rate, and review us on your favorite podcast platform, and join us next time as we continue our journey to decode viral success. Keep riding the wave and turning clicks into cash. See you later.